Yay. Oh, Jason. Hey, Jason, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fabulous.
Fabulous.
You're going to be something, you might as well be fabulous.
Exactly. Why not?
So, how is it going?
It is going well. How about you?
Oh, I haven't talked to you since I discovered the man buffet, have I?
You have not. No.
Yeah, JP put an app on the phone. I had no idea. This has been the best thing ever. Anyway, oh, Maureen's seen the difference, haven't you, Maureen?
I sure have. I've definitely seen the difference.
I've been sampling some dishes. What can I say? Off the
Why
man.
not? Why not?
Well, why not?
And the
Yeah.
best part is they're calorie free.
Hey, there you go.
Oh, yeah. And I found out I have all kind of preferences. I had no idea. Yeah, yeah. So
Oh,
anyway, yeah, that's actually been a weird thing about it is that I'm used to sending cards to people I meet. And
there you go.
right, when you're dabbling in the man buffet, that's not usually acceptable.
Right.
Only a couple of them.
Yeah.
Only a couple of them. Hi, Donna.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm fabulous. And Kathy's on. Yay. I'm sitting here. Oh, I gotta, uh, one of my fillings went bad.
Ooh,
You hate that when that happens?
Mm.
oh yeah.
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
he's out of town, the dentist for a week. So this ought to be
Oh
interesting.
gosh.
No, well, Donna and I have a supply of Delta 8, so I'm all set. Yeah, I noticed you get them too, so yeah.
Oh yeah.
My
Well, not
favorite.
so much for me, my son.
Oh, gee, sorry, I didn't mean to rope you into that.
You
Uh,
never know.
Jason, are you back in the sending like to your customers and stuff?
Yep. Sending
Oh,
customers and random howdies and all that fun stuff. So, yep.
did you get my
I
random house?
did. I
Oh,
did.
if only, I don't really look like that at the top, but I do have spectacular boobs though, like the
Well,
picture, right? Sorry, that's wrong, isn't it? That was
nah.
oh yeah. So anyway, yeah. Um, we were going to talk about Thanksgiving because most businesses, not all of them, but a lot of them, send a holiday card, meaning Christmas or Kwanzaa or the December holiday,
Right.
that one. But not many do Thanksgiving. And truthfully, I don't. Mine just says season's greetings or something, and I've already started sending because
Mhm.
I send if one or two a day. And actually that changed yesterday. We probably ought to discuss that because I don't know
Mhm.
all the changes. So why are you shaking your head, Maureen? What was the negative part?
The negative part is um we're grandfathered in, so we can do 10 a day. But if you are a new customer coming on, you can
Yeah.
only do 5 a day
But how many? So the thing is five a day under the 97?
under the
Yes.
97.
Okay, so five though, let's see, five times 30 is still 150.
Yeah.
See, that's why
But
they're having to do that.
yep, and they changed the shipping. Before, the shipping used to be 30% savings on shipping. It's
Yeah,
now 20%. They
they had to
got
have been
rid of
loose.
the 247 package.
That was before. That wasn't this time. That 247 was gone in the spring.
Okay, because yeah, I printed.
Yeah.
Um, but the 147 is actually a better deal. But if you could afford the 147, because you get up to these are new people coming in, we're grandfathered in, but you get up to 5 heartfelt cards per day, stamps included,
Oh,
up to 5 bestseller gifts per month, shipping included,
whoa.
contact manager, 30% off gifts,
Hmm.
premier shipping, 20% off standard shipping, premium storage, and $1.25 additional cards, stamps not included.
But that's still good, I think.
That's still good.
Yeah. You know, the 5, if you think about it though, 5 times 30 days. So if you made an effort to make sure you did the 5 a day, if you're on the unlimited, right? That's 150 cards. $97 divided by 150 is still only 65 cents a card.
Yeah. I
And
mean,
that includes the shipping.
yes.
That includes the
And they-
stamp. So
And
that's
they
really
changed the name. They changed the name of it. It's now called Heartfelt Plus.
okay instead of unlimited. Well, that makes sense though, because that was misleading. But I wondered if they would have to do this eventually, because I know there are some people that sat there and did as many as they possibly could. And every time they change it, like if they went to 25, they did all 25 every single day.
Yeah.
So I figured they were gonna, because they must have been losing their shirt on some of that stuff. Yeah, 'cause I sent a fair amount of cards, so I can imagine.
You
I'll
know,
sorry
my
about
thought was though, being new, it was such a drastic, I mean, it was more than half. And to me, I mean, I had to think twice, I just started and is this going to be worth it to me? Because I can say, oh, me personally, but I don't know, other people encouraging other people to sign up. I don't know, because you can't say, well, you can only do 5 a day. And I don't know, it just seemed like a
But-
drastic cut to me. And that if they were going to do that for money, if it's really money reasons, why don't they give you 300 a month and you send them however you want, whenever you want? Because if you're on vacation for 2 weeks and you don't want to just send them from your phone, I don't know. It just was hard to swallow.
Oh, well, the changes they made yesterday were hard to swallow.
Yeah, that
Oh.
from 25 to 10 a day.
But think about how they were losing their shirt.
But that's
25.
more than half. I mean, they made such a drastic.
Because they were really losing their shirt.
Oh,
You don't want what happened to Avon to happen to SendOutCards.
yeah, you don't want them to go out of business. I get it.
Right.
I get
Avon didn't fix their problems quick enough, and these
Uh-huh.
guys are fixing their problems. So I think when they come out with announcements like that, instead of just thinking how it affects you paying, which I thought of that too, don't worry. It's gonna
Mhm.
cost
Yeah, I
you more
got
money
you.
too. You have to also think about why the company would do it, and that the
Yeah.
companies do stuff like that because they're
Yeah,
getting
times change. I get it.
into the cleaner with the water. That yeah, they probably had no choice.
Uh-huh.
It was so bad of a loss for them because so many people were absolutely doing the most that was allowed, that they had to because they dropped back to 10 and that wasn't enough. So they did, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
Mhm.
they
got it.
must have been panicking down there to drop it that far, in my opinion. But that happened a couple other times. At least they do something about it. Remember that time, I don't even remember, 3, 4 years ago, where they said for the next 5 days or whatever it is, you could send brownies free. Well, shit,
Oh, yeah.
I must have sent like 50 brownies out, and all the hardcore people did too. And
Yeah.
they went, oh, this wasn't right. They stopped like day 2 instead of day 5 because they're like, oh, whoops. But at least they did that. Because like
Yeah.
with Avon, they never did. They never did put the brakes on, and they ended up getting sold,
Well,
broken up.
that explains it better. It makes me feel better.
Yeah, I know it's hard because it does affect you and your wallet, but you got to put yourself in their shoes. If they don't do
Mhm.
drastic stuff quick, which we're lucky, SendOutCards is so much smaller, they can do drastic stuff quick. Where Avon, they just couldn't, they or wouldn't, I don't know what they would or wouldn't do, but they ended up getting broken up and sold off. That's how come we're owned by LG in the US. So They just never did fix their problem. At least with SendOutCards, we may not like all the fixes, but at least they can do it quick and stay in business and not get bought out or whatever else they'll have to do. But
Yeah,
I
good
think if
point.
we look at the like even the 5 card times 30, divide the night, you're not even paying 60, you're not even paying what the postage is. So how are they even making money on that if you do the 5 a day? So they must be counting on the fact that we're not gonna, all of us, do the 5 a day.
Right.
Because, right? Because they're almost charging us what they're paying for a stamp. And
So
I
if
get,
you party and you get the, like I was only in for 1 month, do I get the 10 a day still?
You, we all got emails, I think 2 or 3 days ago.
Yes, I
Um,
think I said 10.
yeah,
Okay.
so then if it said
Okay.
10, then you're good. You're on 10.
Okay.
so
Okay.
is that was for subscriptions? I didn't, you, luckily Maureen texted me and said, where are you? You were not, are you listening to this is what you said, and I wasn't listening. So they must have said that before I got on, right?
Yeah.
But is that what they led off with last night?
Well, they let off with some other stuff, about, the promptings coming up and something they're doing on November 11th. And then they went into this, but they also have added some new packages that people can buy.
Mhm.
And I don't know much about the commissions because I don't have a team, I don't have anybody.
Mhm.
But I think they've upped the commissions.
Well, you know what they're doing? All of you that have done Avon for a while see this from our company a lot is they'll have this big giant emphasis on customers and selling. Then they'll swing the other way and have this big giant emphasis on leadership. Then that's going good. They'll swing the other way and say we're not concentrating enough on customers. They're swinging back and forth. Most companies that I've been involved with do that, including SendOutCards. SendOutCards has had a big giant emphasis on customers over the last, I would say, a year and a half at least. And they've not been talking about getting affiliates really at all. Now they're going to swing the other way, chances are.
Yes.
So that's why they changed the comp plan. They had so much talk about it because it's just swinging the other way. So it's not that they're the only ones doing that. We do it too over at Avon.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know if why they do that is that they start to see the other side go down, or like I'm sure Avon's looking at average order. When the average order goes down, they go, oh, we better concentrate on selling more stuff to the customers. And then when that happens, the number of reps go down and they go, oh, wait a minute, we got to go over up the number. And I'm sure they're doing the same thing at SendOutCards. So, but I should say promptings, right?
Yeah, they officially changed it to promptings last night.
They
It's
did
a
something, yeah. They did something recently. I don't know how long ago it was. They changed the comp plan a little bit, whatever it
Yeah.
was. Yeah, because my
Yeah.
my pay increased over that, whatever happened.
I thought I had pictures of it on my phone. I must not. It must be on my computer, and I can't share my screen. But they did. What did I send you? Um,
You
oh
did screenshots.
yeah, I did screenshots. So the heartfelt. So now they have a package called Solopreneur.
Solopreneur, yeah.
Okay, and that is $495. Of course, I don't have what it has in it. Then they have an entrepreneur package for 895.
Mm-hmm.
Then they have the bizpreneur package.
Mm-hmm.
That's 1995. And then they have the 100 card pack, the 250 card pack, the 500, the 1,000, and the 2,000. And then it says if we're affiliate, they told us what our commission was. So like, if you have anybody doing the 10 card challenge,
You get $10
you get $10.
from the 20. Yeah.
Yeah. So the heartfelt is $37 a month. You're gonna make $10 off that. The heartfelt plus the $97, you'll get $20. And he kept saying something about $180, and I didn't understand it. I'm not a math person. It didn't
That,
make sense to
right,
me.
but there's levels of achievement in that, just like in leadership.
Yeah.
There's silver, gold, and platinum.
Yeah,
And some of that was tied to that coaching thing from last
and they're
spring,
not, I don't think they're doing the coaching thing anymore. I
right?
think they've
No.
stopped the
They sent
coaching
us a
thing.
letter because unbelievably, I was at that event live in Denver. No, Salt Lake. What am I saying? In Salt Lake when they came out with the coaching. So everyone there got the coaching. Everyone. So I was a silver coach or whatever it was. So now I'm going to go into this new thing as gold. So yeah.
Yay.
I love it when that just falls in like that. That's awesome.
Mhm.
Yeah. No, I think, the longer you are in this consistently, though, and the more you put the send out cards thing on the back of the card as an option, I think you'll end up getting people that want to either be customers or affiliates. I'm not, I'm not sure, but that's how it's happened to me because I haven't been really out there talking about it that much.
Right.
But
See, what else did I?
yeah, what were you gonna say, Jason? You're like, well, I don't know about that.
Oh no, I mean, I was a little at first shocked about the whole going from 25 to 10 cards a day, but then I thought, how often am I actually sending 25 every single day? And it wasn't every single day, obviously. So now it's like a challenge to make sure I do hit the 10 every single
Yeah.
day. I think it's going to be
Mhm.
better for me even to push more business out. So
Yeah,
I tried to
yeah,
make
yeah.
the positive spin on it rather than, ugh, So,
I was just thinking I skip days sometimes, like on the weekend, like I'm going to Yonkers in the morning. Sorry, and then a favorite dish off the buffet. And right, I don't usually send my cards on on Friday, but I'm gonna bring my phone and figure it out and send my 5 or 10 because I'm like I'm gonna make it happen. And
Yeah.
before I used to have the lists and I do a card off each. I used to do 5 a day, whatever it was. Now I'm doing 1, and I'm still getting through my list. Look
Yeah.
at this one. I just started this and I finished the first page. This is send out card prospects. I printed the list out. This is people that over the span of 15 years that I've done send out cards, they somehow at one point told me they wanted to do it too, but never did do anything. And it's a big giant list. I printed it out and I didn't start that long ago, but I've been doing 1 a day
Yep.
and I'm done the first page. So I mean, it adds up if you do it. I got my Avon campaign mailer list. And then this is the big giant list. This is people who either called an ad that I ran for Avon to sell, right? Or Avon gave me the leads. And even though they said, don't ever work these again, like if there's anybody at corporate that remembers that, right?
Right.
So once they're mine to me. So this is all those people. And I started just last week sending a new card that I made for Avon prospects. And I made sure to put on one of the panels, don't want to sell, but still want to buy. Here's my website. So I'm going to end up getting customers from it, but even 1 a day. And then the end of the week, I got 7. The end of 2 weeks, I got 14. I mean, it does go up pretty quick. So yeah, that's I conquer most things that way. Except the man buffet. I went a little crazy with that. Oh, Jason, you have no idea.
And I posted the new challenge, Lisa, for this
Yeah.
week. Veterans
Oh, I
Day.
saw that the veteran one.
The
Thank
veteran-
you.
And because of the switch, I don't think I'm gonna say, send 5 cards to, I might just leave it, just send cards, because with the switch on it,
Uh-huh.
you know,
And don't forget when you're talking to someone, no one else knows. If they've never seen send out cards before, they have no idea. So don't talk about it. And I say that because we've seen this in Avon. People were saying going crazy about the face shop stuff and how the prices were different. Someone who hasn't seen Avon in a long time doesn't know any different, except if you blab to them and tell them how you don't like it. That's
Yeah.
kind of like, I don't know, putting vinegar in your own drinking water, but yeah. So don't forget most people have not even heard of send out cards because they're not paying attention. And so if I see somebody, usually I'm not talking to someone who's already seen it. I'm talking to someone who hasn't seen it. And all I have to do is do the 5 cards times 30
Yeah.
to get the price. That's less than the cost of a stamp to mail the card, and they're doing it for you. A real personalized thing. I think that's a really good deal still. So it would, I think the thing is we had it too good. We did, we didn't really,
Yeah.
and just like the brownie thing, I wondered how long they could, yeah,
Yeah.
they could do it, because that, I kept thinking to myself, printing a card must be a lot cheaper than I'm thinking it is. It must be like a penny or something for them to be able to offer this, but evidently not. Yeah, or prices went up on them or something. But anyway, their new facility out there, when I was out there in Salt Lake, is spectacular. It is nice. They have a big meeting space, and it's funny because Cody's, I think he's younger than me. I'm not sure, but he's all into, um, motorcycles and rock and roll and everything. And he's got these big ass speakers in that meeting room. And when he has that turned up, when they it gets rocking that whole warehouse, it was like, it was hilarious. Right. I thought that was pretty, but no, SendOutCards happens to be my second biggest earner. So if you haven't thought about showing it to other people, you might want to. They've got more videos than they used to have too. Now you can just send somebody a video if they're talking to you about it, or share that way. Get the link on the site. I get the there's a thing called the SendOutCards Pro app, and it does cost me money every month, but that is tax deductible. But on their Pro app thing, it has all of that stuff easy to just send out to people. And you also get they make a newsletter that you can just customize and send out to your mailing list. So it's not bad, but this last month I made 800 and something. So that ain't bad.
That's not bad.
It's not Avon
No.
money, but it's not bad. So just to let you know that. I don't know what Jordan makes, but it must be a lot more than that. Right.
Oh, yeah.
Jordan Adler, the #1 guy, right?
Yeah.
And over in our land, Peter and Bernadette make way more than me too. So one of those
Well,
things.
there's 2 of them. There's 2 of them and 1 of you. Just offset, like
No, I
in
know,
that
it's
other
okay. I don't
company,
need
there's
an
2 of you.
excuse. I don't need an excuse for my non-performance. I'm
No.
working on it.
Yes.
I'm working
Speaking
on it.
of non-performance, I'm gonna hold myself accountable, and this is just me, and I'm gonna set it for now. That I'm gonna try to come every Thursday, or just at least every Thursday, and I'm gonna try to send at least 5 cards every Thursday. So you're gonna hold me accountable, but you have nothing to do with it, if that makes sense to you. I'll
Send me
feel
one of
that
the
I
cards.
can.
I'm surprised. You're actually the one I'm the most surprised of not being consistent, because when you have an interaction with someone during the day and you have a lot of them, just at
know.
the end of the night, just send them a quick card.
Yeah.
You use the phone app, or you're not into that?
I've tried it. I just, again, I did it the other day, or I did it, and then I made a mistake, and that's fine. You send somebody the wrong card or something. I think I like the computer because I just am better and I can do what I want to do, I guess.
You can't do it. You can't do it fast and dirty, can you?
No, like even I've tried, because even last night I saw this cutest little picture of my cousin, and I took the picture, and I was just and then I saw your thing, and I saw Fridge Worthy, and I was like, oh man, I'm gonna do it. And I open it, I'm like, oh, but I need to make it orange print, and you know what I'm saying? And that's me. I take ownership of that. I should have just wrote it, happy Halloween, click send, done. I'm making steps though. I'm taking the pictures. So, I'm making progress.
Just every time you stop and want to make it fancy, think
Just stop.
fast and dirty.
There, okay. Fast and dirty. Okay.
Fast and dirty. That'll be
Yeah.
just make it fast and dirty and out the door.
Yeah.
I don't think the people that get them, it's nice when
Right.
you want to do the
I know.
extra.
They're not critiquing it on how it
I
can be
do that,
better.
right. I do the extra stuff sometimes too, and I know it's probably for me.
Yeah, yeah.
Because the person getting it, I haven't had anybody go, I can't believe you were so thoughtful and made the handwriting blue.
Yeah.
You know,
I
haven't
know, I'm
had any-
stupid. I'm admitting it's my own thing. So small steps I have to at least. And things are slowing down, obviously, in my business right now. It's coming the holidays. So this is my time, and I'm marketing. This is my time. I'm focusing this month and next month really, on the marketing. You know.
So something I do every day is at the end, I sit there and go, who did I have interactions with that I have an address for, could get an address for, that I could just pop a card to. In addition to Facebook espionage, where I can,
Right.
where it prompts me that way, the people I see and interact with, and that really helps me too, I think.
Yeah.
So,
Because it's
but
like
you,
when I do it, they're so I mean, it's again, I know it's give to give, not give to get, but still, it really is about me, and I really have to focus on consistency. But kids are back in school, no more summer, no more vacations, no more house. Like I have the time, so and again, I'll have to face you at some point, and if I didn't do it, you don't care, I will. So I'm
no,
gonna just
I get it though. Like I had one of my buddies from the Go Giver thing. We called and did a talk and everything, and he said, I'm going to do it. I'm going to get the 10 card challenge and do it every day. Didn't do it. And I feel bad because I know it would be a good fit for his business. And but he was saying something like, too bad it's not automated to do itself. And I'm thinking to myself, I wanted to say to him the same thing I said to the kid when the kid does that to me. I'm like, oh, you know what's too bad? That my car doesn't fill itself up with gas and just free in my yard just show up with gas filled, Too bad that doesn't happen too. But I mean, to me, you have to do a little, and this is
Yeah.
minimal effort to get.
Exactly.
Yeah. I had a customer text me. It was before last week, so the other guys heard this, I think, already. But she was like, I even told my told my husband I couldn't believe that you make these cards. I don't know how you do this. And all I did was she called me to put the order in for her because she can't do the computer. She's like 800. And oh, that one didn't sound good, did it? And when I'm able to get her something free, because if the order's over 60, she gets something free anyway, or if I have a coupon code, I take I save the JPEG off the Avon site of the free thing, put it on the front of the card, the thank you card, and then I send it with the explanation because I don't call her back and say, oh, by the way, your box is going to have a free thing in it. Because when I've done that in the past, then she forgets by the time it gets there. So, but she texts me and she's like, oh, I can't believe how you do that. I even saved it with your information. I used the card as a bookmark. And she said, I called my husband over to look at the card.
Yeah. And that's where, that right there, if I can interrupt you for a second, Lisa, that's what's so important about having your information on the back and what you do. Because 3 years ago, I sent this one friend of mine, her husband, I think when I first got it, oh, I have the time, send him this cool card and put my stuff on the back. Well, of course she saved that. Well, 2 months ago, her friends at her house saying, I want to rent my house, blah, blah, blah. She's like, oh, my friend Heather down the street. I mean, I'm her friend, I'm her neighbor, but she don't, have her phone on me. She's like, oh, but I got this card I saved. Hold on, let me get her number. Here, take a picture of the back of the card. And I got a rental out of it. So I understand being consistent and doing it. It really can, 3 years later, a business card wouldn't have done that at all.
No, I just think it's amazing why I've done it all these years, I think. So Jason sends the best card. He sends me mail nudies. Oh no, that's not good, did it? Waste up.
Oh, waste up. Yes. Okay.
You always like
PG-13
sexy
plus.
cowboy. Sexy cowboy with his rifle or something. But yeah, and it's funny because those guys are out in Salt Lake, and when I went out to one of the conventions, it's a very religious place.
Oh, even better. Heck yeah.
Mormon thing, right? But I've always wondered if they look at the cards when they print them or had some way to. And Linda Linda Montalban won't say the F word, and I took that as a challenge, by the way. So I I sent her a card, and that's all it says in the middle when you open it. And they still printed it and sent it.
Wow.
Right, that's what she said when she opened it. Wow. No,
You
she
know-
goes, if you see her put on a post, I'll say something, and she'll go,
Yeah.
oh, Lisa.
Oh, Lisa.
Because she say something and I'll put in the comments, are you talking about your favorite word that begins with F? And she's like, oh, someone might think you mean. And I'm like, I do mean that. So
There's
anyway.
this girl that I follow on TikTok. Her name is Tina Jamison, and she does an F off Friday. And she has a squirt bottle, and she will read the meanest, nastiest comments, and then she'll tell them to suck a D, and so her address is on her TikTok, her PO box. So I screenshotted a card when she was home with her family because she had the foam fingers. So I screenshot it, and she sent me a card back, and she says, and oh, by the way, F off. And it's just,
Yeah.
it's just so funny because, and now people like literally will find things that say F off and send them to her.
Oh, wow.
See, I do that a lot of. You know what, the best thing ever at the convention though, because Jeff's like that. He doesn't like to swear or see swearing or hear. I don't know why. He's just like that. So anyway, he's a conservative guy. So anyway, Linda Montalban came up when I was with Jeff at the convention. And I said, I can't say the whole thing. I'll say the F word because we're recording, but I said the actual word at the moment. I said really loudly, oh, this is awesome. Hey, Jeff, you remember Linda Montalban? She's the one that won't say. And both of them went, you could see him visibly flinch. It was, oh, sorry, but that was awesome. I wish I'd taken a picture. I'd have sent it to him on the front of a card. Oh, so anyway, let's talk more about Thanksgiving because I think that's a good one. I don't know. Do you think when I send out like those holiday end ones, my point of doing that was to have it be like people write a family letter and put it in their Christmas cards and send it. So I usually put lots of pictures of us somehow of what we did last year. And then I do a three panel, and one panel has some writing about what we did. But I know that's like totally against the whole go-giver thing where I should be concentrating on them, but I'm sending 800, so I can't do, and I don't see anybody else sending me cards with my picture on the front for
No.
Christmas.
Yeah.
Right.
So
No, I think you're right.
I'm all right, right?
Yeah, keep that.
Yeah.
And people look forward to that. Like I get Joanna Potts, she does that too.
yeah.
So I mean, like, and I look forward to them because it's like I don't get to see you guys even as often as I did, before. And it's just kind of cool. So
then you stay up to date. Yeah.
I like it. Especially when you have kids, it's kind of nice to see what Alex is doing and,
Watch her.
Grammy. You know what I mean? I mean, I think people who have followed you get set them to for so long. Enjoy it. Because not everybody's on Facebook,
Speaking of Grammy, she lost her bottom teeth.
Oh no.
Oh,
Right. Oh, right. No, I'm only laughing because it's not good.
Yeah.
They tore the whole place apart, looked in the dumpster,
Yeah.
everything, and they didn't find them. So now I got to bring Grammy down to get another set of bottom teeth. But she's already called me 8 times, right? And it's gonna take like 3 weeks to get them. So
Oh no. At least at the bottom, right? It's better than the top.
why is that bit? What? Oh, because when she
I
smiles.
mean, for smiling and talking.
Yeah. I know. It's like when they send me something weird like that, I'm always like, really? How did that even happen? How did that happen? No, I bet they find them as soon as we get the next set.
Yeah.
But maybe they just find them, randomly, and whose are the
I mean, it's her for sure because she, she has Alzheimer's, so she does weird stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway, like, what? Oh, I had to replace her phone because the old one didn't do 5G and the network changed, that whole thing. And then I brought it down and she said, I thought the cord would fit from the old phone, so I threw the new cord away. Okay. And why I was there was because she'd been going on a couple months. She wanted to crochet a scarf for one of the guys that works there. So she's been trying to get me to buy black yarn. And believe it or not, that's harder to find than you'd think. You know, I went to Michael's and Joann's and all that stuff, and just black yarn by itself was hard to find. So I was on the hunt for that, finally found it, made the middle, and 3 different times I had to go back and make the middle again because she said she tore it out. It didn't look right. And then the last time she said, why on earth did you buy me black yarn? Right. So sorry, it's not really funny, but yeah. So when I called the dentist to make the appointment to get fitted for the bottom, she said, is she, I think they said, is she disabled or something? Or is there anything I need to know, they need to know? And I said, well, you're going to want me to go with her into the dentist to see the dentist with you. And she said, why is that? And I said, well, no, you don't have to, because the doctor gave me a hard time too. I said, you don't have to, but if you ask her any questions, the odds of the answer being what is the true answer is like 50-50. So if you want the actual information, you may want me to go. But if you're fine not, with any old answer, feel free. Oh, yeah. I thought that was funny at the doctor. It's like, no, you absolutely, I don't need to go. Oh, but anyway, that's my you know what though, that's one of the things I send her cards all the time. And she keeps a little book about it. She has a book that I bought that you keep cards in that has 5x7s, and she'll put them in.
Oh, and she'll look at them.
So if you have relatives or something, especially the mind thing, because when I send her a card now, like if it's her favorite grandson's name is Mike, but she's already past the knowing Mike that much. So I put on the back, your favorite grandson, Mike, and his 2 kids, Madison and Zachary, thinking the more times I send stuff, but she'll be able to look even if she doesn't remember. So, but and I send to the other residents too. Their assisted living place puts pictures of them going out and doing stuff up on Facebook. So I just pull the pictures off and send them to the people in the picture. And the reason I had the names of most of the other residents is because 2 years ago I did Christmas down there where I let them pick anything they wanted and I wrapped it up for them. So then I had everybody's names and then we did so that kind of is fun. But the guy that runs the place said when the mail comes, they put them out and they look at each other's cards. So
Oh, that's so cute.
no, so if you know people that are in either assisted living or nursing home, they get into that. That's like camp, the one that gets the most mail wins, right? So Kathy says, I bet they got lost in the sheets. Oh, what were we talking about? That was
The teeth. The teeth. The teeth.
Oh, the teeth. Here I thought we were talking about the buffet again.
All right, back to
trouble with the light.
SendOutCards. So I have something I wanted to share about an idea I had that I'm going to do in November. To again, just kind of send out love, but also market myself to the neighbors as a realtor. And so when I was walking around with my children, and anybody can do this if you walk your dog or whatever, if you want to, for any reason, I took a picture of their house. If they had like Halloween decorations, if they were giving out candy, I didn't care. And then right after that, I took a picture of their mailbox. So now I know like that house is, and then when I went on the next street, I took a picture. So I had about like 25. So I'm going to put their house on the front of the, card. And then on the inside say, we are thankful for neighbors like you.
Oh, that's
So to kind of,
awesome.
Nice.
because there's people that I don't know everybody, I have like 500, I can't possibly meet all 500 people, but I kind of have my SOI, my sphere of influence that I know. I really need to branch out. How else am I going to do that? I can only get in so many circles, if you know what I
Yeah,
mean. So
yeah.
I'm
No, that's
excited.
awesome. Because not that many people, believe it or not, have pictures of their house.
Mhm.
So
And then
that's
they're going to save it because they decorated it, right?
yeah. No,
Yeah.
that's a beautiful idea. I love that. That's
Anyway, thank you
awesome.
for that there.
I've been surprised how many people don't take pictures of even their kids and themselves and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
I know you do the Facebook, everybody puts their kids on there in their costumes, but how many people take pictures of their house I don't know, different country or different states, cities, what they do, but down here it's big. Like it's almost as big as Christmas, as far as the decorations. So,
Well, and even if they're posting pictures on Facebook, no one's getting them printed anymore.
yeah.
So
Oh,
if you
yeah.
send one on the front of a card, it's going to be a hit.
Mhm.
That's just the way it is because no one else is doing it. No one else is printing them out. So I've been doing that for what I do with Jeff. Of course, Jeff's the co-author of the book. I want to make sure that he is the happiest man ever because he chose me to be in that book. He could have chose anybody. I don't want him to be unhappy with the situation, so he won't want to do book 2. Right? I want them all always to be happy. So I send his kids, his kids, his grandkids, like the boo box. We did the boo box. Matter of fact, we did it together on here, right? And then they just posted pictures of the kids in their Halloween outfits. And what I do is I take the picture, put it on a flat card, and I send it to him. I send it to it would be the kid's mom, his first wife, and then, which is funny, I'm friends with his first wife. And then the kids' moms, the 2 girls, his 2 daughters. So it's 4 people get the card of the kids every time I send one like that. And I didn't originally include everybody, and I thought, well, why wouldn't his other daughter want the other daughter's kid pictures? Because that's the aunt, right? The aunt. No, what do you guys say? Aunt?
And
And
That's their aunt. So I tried to include her, but that's why I originally started including his ex-wife, because that's the grandma. Right? So I just kept thinking, well, wait a minute, if I was the grandma, I'd want that picture. And I just thought of it from there. So, but this is perfect. Yeah, right now you can go on almost anybody's wall that has kids and get some great pictures.
Yep.
Mhm.
And then sometimes I'll write, depending on who I'm sending the picture to, like a PS, this will fit in a 5x7 frame.
Mm,
I'll put that
That's a
right
good
on the
idea.
back of the picture.
that's a real good
That's the
idea because
card.
people do ask me that all the time. Yeah. And if you're doing a card where you're creating the whole card yourself, you can add text to the front, one text box, not a bunch. But consider if you're not wanting to put text on there, just put the year small, because people that are saving those as pictures, like the ones from the Halloween and stuff, they might want to save ones you send every year, and you'll have the year right on the picture, like they do at school. That's where I got that from.
Yeah.
They do that at school for the class pictures. You have to pay extra actually up here for them to put the year on the front of the picture.
Oh, wow.
So, well, let's do an espionage, shall we? We can't go the whole time without doing at least one here.
I'm sliding out of my chair.
You're
Sliding
Okay,
out of my chair.
let's go to the wall and see who's got a picture. We should have done is a picture of Bib. Oh, here we go. Because it's Bib's birthday today, and I didn't send him a card. Oh, let's do this one because he and Eric have this rivalry. It's hilarious. Yeah, that's funny. Okay. And I'll say like your bestie or something, that'll irritate him. Yeah, them two are like besties, but they don't that irritates each other. They irritate each other. 6-year-olds. Okay, so here we go. Build your own. And I hope he's the brownie man. I'm pretty sure he likes the
Pretty sure
brownies and
he-
Molly likes the
he'll eat
cookies.
anything.
Is that right?
He'll
Is
eat
he like
anything.
the brownie and Molly likes the cookies? I think. Okay, this is the fast and dirty, Heather. This is how fast
Okay.
and dirty works. Okay, here we go. We're gonna take that picture of Bibster and Mullins. We're gonna put it right on here. Yeah, and I can make it go over some, right? And then and then we can just put happy birthday on it. Happy birthday. He's gonna know I did this with you guys because I didn't include any swearing. So
You
usually
can go
we can,
back
yeah,
and edit it, right? Before 6.
that's a
You
good
can really-
point. I say I texted this morning a couple swear words. So right now there seems to be some glitch on this where you can't move the block box. So what you do
Oh, yeah.
is, yeah, you can just move this instead. It still lets you do that. So you could do this instead.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
what I was doing.
And then just make that go up. It won't let you do that. No, of course it won't. So yeah, how's that? So I'll do down here instead and find the rest of it. Oh, it's not yeah, it's got something going on, doesn't it?
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's all right. We'll just leave it right there. I'll just leave it right there. So that's something, yeah, something
Fast
that's
and dirty. Come on, we don't got time, Lisa. Fast and dirty.
I know, yeah, okay. That's a good point. That's why I'm abandoning the effort of moving the word. Okay. Okay, what are we gonna put on the back? Let's do this. Let's just do something quick and dirty here. What
Right,
quick
Fast and dirty.
How about this?
Oh, yes.
Happy 50th, Buttercup. XO. You dirty dog. There. The dirty dog is the politest I've been with him, and I don't even know. Dirty dog. Happy 50th. Hugs and kisses, you dirty dog. Okay, background, that's it. Here we go. Proceed. You're right, you called me out. I appreciate that. Fast and dirty. That is correct. I need to add a gift to this though. I think I'll do brownies. I can still do fast and dirty and quick. I can give you some references if you need to ask anybody. No, that was wrong, wasn't it? Autumn gifts, happy holidays. Holiday gourmet food. We just want gourmet food. Bella Cadeau, brownies and bars. Here we go. Brownies and bars. Okay.
Brownies and bars. That sounds like a country song.
Let's send him a 4-pack. These are awesome.
There you go.
I'm pretty sure he likes these ones. Okay, here we go. Brownies and bars. That does sound funny, doesn't it? Add recipients. Lee Bib. There we go. That's it. And then I always look to see, yeah, that's the card. That's included. It's less because I have a subscription. So I'm going to get out of that for 1833. That's awesome. Look at that.
Perfect.
Awesome. And that's it. Look at that. That was down and dirty, down and dirty. Yeah.
I have an idea I'd like to share.
Please.
Yay!
Okay. So in my neighborhood, there's a cul-de-sac, and about 20 people are going to get together for Christmas. So I made this card and I called it Most Likely To. And then, so each day I'm making one, and most likely to boss Santa around, drink all Santa's wine, offer Santa a beer, whatever. And so, and on the back, I'm going to put a person's name that I thought was that person. And then if they get together, I'm going to have them see who they think fits that description. In other words, if everybody else thinks, oh, Cindy was the one most likely to drink all Santa's beer.
I love the idea. You're just going to have to be careful because I can imagine there might be some objections if you were like most likely to sleep with everyone in the neighborhood or something like
Oh,
that.
yeah. Well, I don't think we have anybody in our neighborhood that anybody wants to sleep.
Oh,
It's a
yeah, sorry, no,
retirement
that was
community,
wrong.
remember?
That was wrong of me to say there, wasn't it? Oops.
But I will have to watch it. You're right. Didn't want to hurt anybody's feelings.
Oh, yeah, see, Jason, the problem here is that yeah, the man buffet. You know what I found out is I was thinking 5 years each side of my age. Correct? I mean, that makes sense, doesn't it?
Right?
Right? But then when I
You can
put my
do, you can do 10 or 15, can't you? I mean, as you get older, I think the gap widens.
no,
I'm
what
pretty sure.
happened?
I think so, yeah.
What happened was I put my profile up and young guys were liking it and messaging me. And I thought, who am I to deprive them? So anyway, so what ended up happening, matter of fact, I've got a favorite dish at the moment of the buffet. And he's 47 and you'll like this, Jason. He says, I just want you to know that you're the oldest woman I've ever been with. And I said, oh my God, what a coincidence. You're the oldest man I've ever been with too. And it was so funny because you could see him doing math. He went, wait a minute, what?
That's cute.
Yeah, yeah. So anyway, yeah, this has been awesome. And you know what I have been getting is a lot of business because I've been driving to Yonkers and back for a couple months. Anyway, I'm starting to see sales from people along the route. So I know they're seeing the van. And I've had people actually stop and talk to me and ask me. I did have somebody take my picture, want my picture with the van, which happens. That's funny too. But I go
Is
so
this
early.
after the walk of shame? You had to take your picture after the walk of shame?
The walk of shame. Oh no, that's bad.
The drive.
No, that's Saturday. I tried. Yeah, I
Gotcha.
tried.
Gotcha.
Right. Oh,
So
I wanted to
basically, what
tell
you're
you.
telling us is this is a write-off? Going to
Oh, yeah, that's not a bad idea, huh?
You're
I
getting
did
business.
one of the weeks, the reason I went and helped John David Mann at his book signing is because Larchmont is where the book signing was, and it's 10 miles from Yonkers, where I go all the time. So what I did, you know what I didn't realize is in the city, because I don't live in the city, life revolves around a parking spot. Never did I think that was going to be the big issue that it is. I got 2 parking tickets already.
No.
So the whole thing is about the parking spot. So I went there early and got my parking spot for John David Mann's thing. I went to the apartment and got the parking spot and then Ubered over to the book signing. I didn't take my own car because I didn't want to lose my parking spot. It was actually cheaper to pay the Uber than it was to pay the ticket. I didn't have a parking spot. So yeah, I didn't realize that was going to be a big thing. But yeah, no, to me this is still working out business wise because everywhere I go, I've got the van with me. I'm giving out books. I had people stop and ask me for a book, and of course I give them my shuffle card. So I do the shuffle card on the cell phone and give it to them. But I've been surprised how many people come up to me, and it's the van, I'm sure. And I said this the other day. I did shame one lady. That wasn't nice of me, but she's like, I didn't know Avon still existed. I didn't like the way she said it. And I kind of turned it around and went, where have you been? like under a rock, yeah, I made it like it was her, right? Not like we all weren't out there like we're not. But no, normally I get a good response. They just ask me, I'm sure this happens to you all too. Does anyone still have timeless, or they're asking for something specific that they've always purchased. And so I said, oh yeah, we have all that stuff still. Hey.
That's Sean.
Oh,
He's headed to Macon to go take his real estate exam. Yeah, tomorrow. So
nice.
yeah,
That's awesome.
yes. Getting, just corporations, you know how it is. Just not fun working for them anymore. So we'll see how.
Oh, yeah.
So that's another reason I'm amping up my marketing, in November, December.
So, well, yeah, and so you're going to do 5 a week?
Yeah, that's the goal.
Me and Jason are doing the 10 a day, aren't we?
I just did one. The one I said I didn't do last night, I did it. Yay!
Thank you. That's awesome.
I
You'll
just
have
gotta
to, you can report hundreds
I have a
cards a month.
reminder.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
See, yeah. I think, you know what, to me, it's easier to do one, or I don't do one a day. I do one of 5 different ones a day. It's easier to do that than it is to make sure that I get it done every month. Months can go by without me doing it, but every day, because it's an everyday thing, it seems to be easier for me. I don't know. What do you think of that?
Well, I'm definitely the same way. If I ever skip a day, I skip like 3 or 4 days because I get out of the habit
Right.
or whatever. But if I keep it, like I get up and I do it first thing, then I'm good because I'm working on 5 lists right now that I work through, and it's
Oh, awesome.
yeah. So,
Yeah.
but if I do ever skip a day, it's like, oh yeah, I got to get back to that 4 days later or whatever. So,
And it makes me, this is sad, disturbing. It makes me feel better to cross it off in colors. And I do different colors. If I get bored, I go, oh, time to change my color. You know what I mean? And I like this one that I finished a whole page already. It just feels like I did something,
right.
And one of the other lists that I'm working is, we're getting up on, I'm less than a month from when we launched the book, and I'm still sending out promo cards for the book every day, and I have for the whole entire year.
Right.
And I when I first was telling Jeff about all this stuff, like he's already moved on to another book and another book. He's right. And I said, well, marketing isn't like that. This is going to be a long project for me. This is a long haul thing. And he
Right.
said, I was hoping you would treat it that way, because The Go-Giver, actually, that book Bob Berg and John David Mann wrote, is the model he was basing us on. And they actually weren't successful right off. It was a few years of them plugging along until all of a sudden it caught on. And I said, that's what I'm counting on. I have no delusions that we're going to sell a whole bunch of them right away, because there's no way for that to happen. A
Right.
whole bunch of people have to know for a percent of them to want to buy it, etc. So you have to stay after it over and over and over. So every time there's an excuse, like I'm going to talk to him about the anniversary of the launch, doing something, because we launched on Black Friday. So let's have some excuse to do a big thing.
Right.
And, I'm just going to keep doing that over and over. Do you like the blue today? This is darker. Yeah, I just got it done yesterday. Yeah. Yeah, and guess what, Jason? It's a man magnet.
Hey, whatever works, right?
I have nicknames for all the men, right? And but I found out they have nicknames for us too, the girl, and most of them call me Blue, which I prefer. They could be worse nicknames than that. Anyway, it's 2 o'clock. Thank you very much. I hope that you learned something, even if it's yeah, even if it's the changes aren't that bad. I hope if even that you're taken away, that I hope you had that today. So always better to look on the bright side of it and work out the cost. I think that's the thing. And put yourself in the company's shoes, because we want the company to be around so we can use the service. So anyway, I'm going to put this up on YouTube where all the past episodes are. If there's anything I can do for you in the meantime, as long as it's not Friday, we can hop on a Zoom and I can help you out. Okay. Don't call me tomorrow. I will talk to you later. Thank you very much, everybody. I appreciate
All
it.
right,
Thanks, everybody.
bye.
Bye.
Bye.